Hello everyone, it's GlitchNOut, and welcome back to the 6th episode on the Minecraft manual. So yeah, today we are going to be working on getting a couple villagers, because I like having mending and I like having those nice trades to have, so yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. There is a village by spawn, so I need to just go back there, get the villagers, come back here, and I'm actually gonna build a house for them, like maybe first, actually, yeah. And then we just need to find a spot to build it. And I'm thinking, actually, looking over here, I was thinking maybe up there, but then again, this spot right here is looking pretty nice. And yeah, I guess I'll just like tear away some of this land, right? Like maybe this, let's go over here and kind of just cut this off and make it look as natural as possible. And then maybe do like 1 or 2 more layers of that, and then just build the house here. And yeah, right next to the sugarcane farm, I already have a design, and I've gathered some wood off camera. So yeah, terraforming time, and when you come back, this should be completely done. The land has now been completely terraformed, and yeah, I've basically leveled it down to the same level as the sugarcane farm. And it took a little bit of finagling, you know, to get it into the right spot because of the like size of it. But I think we did okay. And normally I would actually build this in a, you know, like tutorial kind of fashion, like showing you what I'm doing. But because we got a bunch of other stuff going on right now, I think what I'm actually gonna do is just build this up quickly, and then we can get on to the slightly more interesting parts of the episode. The villager house is now completed, and once I flip my screen, you'll see that it is pretty simple. We have mostly oak with a tiny bit of spruce in the palette, and yeah, it's really nice, just a little quaint little thing. I just try to fit it right to this area. You know, it fits pretty well, you know, and we're just gonna have to continue the path upwards. But yeah, it's just like a raised platform and a porch, and if we come inside here, you'll see we have 2 beds and 2 workstations, a lectern for a mending villager, hopefully, and then a fletching table for, you know, the sticks for emeralds trade. If you don't know, Fletchers will trade you 32 sticks for 1 emerald, which is actually a really good trade for the early game. So that's pretty good. And I also include these little carpets right here. One has a shroom light underneath it. Basically, we can walk through this, but the villagers, they're a little bit too tall, so they get caught right here. They can't actually walk out through here, so we don't have to put any fence gates or anything in. But it does stop the villagers from, you know, just escaping, because we don't want that, you know, zombies will destroy them. We also have a little painting there, just thought that was a nice little touch. And yeah, I think that's about it for this build. I also include the leaves down here. I am zooming because we now have Optifine, so that's really nice. And I think it's time to actually get the villagers, so I'm going to head down to the little village that we found in episode 1 right by spawn. It's a spruce village, and I want to actually grab a couple things, a piston and a redstone torch, which I have right here. And we're going to use these to basically get the villagers up the mountain here to get into their house, because otherwise it's going to be really complicated. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty simple. Let's get over to the village real quick, and then I will show you guys how to transport those annoying villagers. I have now found the village again, and I'm gonna say found because it did take me quite a while to find this place. I didn't get the coordinates or anything, so basically it was just coming to the general direction, and then just going throughout this entire spruce forest just looking for the village. It was a bit of a pain, but it's okay, because now we're back here, and I actually did kind of catch 2 villagers in episode 1, so I have 1 here and 1 over here. I just randomly, you know, we got them in episode 1, just locked them in their little houses, and they've been here ever since. So that's pretty cool, and I figured out that home is basically in this general direction, I think. So yeah, what we're gonna do is pretty simple. We're gonna get our boat out, and then we're just gonna wait for this guy to kind of come out of his house, maybe, if he wants to, or we can just kind of do it by force, you know. But I do want to, you know, go on out, put the boat down, grab him in the boat, and then we can basically just row our way all the way there. So, what? Okay, that's a bit unexpected, but nothing that bad. We can just push him back into the boat like that, and then we just have to row him all the way back. So I'm just gonna go across this ocean, get as close as I can without actually going to, you know, on land, and then I'll show you guys a little trick to basically get them up hills on land without, you know, using any of the fancy bells or beds or any of that weird stuff. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. Just gotta row them all the way back. So I've basically rowed myself all the way over here. We are currently around 0.753, more like 7, but you know, that's okay. And we basically need to go this way. So what I'm gonna do is just row this guy a little bit inwards. I'm actually gonna kind of dig out a small area like this, and then what we're gonna do is get him closer like that, and just block this part off. We don't want there to be that much water. We're gonna put a piston right here, like that, and then we're gonna come through here, put a cobblestone block there, and then we're just gonna put a redstone torch right there, but we have to get that guy a little bit closer like that. Push him upwards, and just like that, we've raised the guy up another couple blocks, and this is a lot easier to do when there's not water nearby, but because we're in water, you know, it's okay. And so yeah, basically, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Row, use the piston trick, and then row again. And yeah, it's not gonna be that hard on this desert area, but once we get to the parts where it's gonna be like really steep, like to our mountain level base, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but essentially the same thing. So yeah, let's just get this guy all the way back. The first villager has now been transported from that village over there all the way over here, and as you can see, he's picked up Fletcher Profession, and it's actually not the right trade, so we're gonna have to re-roll that once we get back, but that's okay, because now it's time for villager number 2. Yay! While I was going back to the village, I actually did find a buried treasure map, and I've come to the location of it, and so what I'm gonna do is just align myself down in the corner. You can see there, right there. This block right here should be close to the treasure, question mark. What? Maybe over here? Yep, right there. Okay. Break that. Diamonds, let's go. Gold. Emeralds, a heart of the sea for a conduit, piece of TNT, and some food, which I'm not going to take. And remember, always break the chest after you're done so it doesn't show up on any future maps. At least I think that's how it's supposed to work. But yeah, now it's time for the village. Get the villager. I got distracted as usual. Villager number 2 has now been brought over, and as you can see, he has chosen the librarian profession. Or she maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this is a perfect example of how the carpets are preventing them from leaving. So yeah, this is pretty good way of keeping them in here without making it look pretty weird. And what I'm gonna do now is actually break this workstation and also break this one. And then we're gonna see if we can get the correct trades for these guys. So this one still not good. Not good on either of these. I just want to stick trade for the Fletcher, so let's see if we can get him that. Yep. I'm going to break some of these down into this, and then I'm just going to trade with this guy one time to lock his trade, and we got the new, or not the new, the what a deal advancements. That's pretty cool. This guy picks up another, you know, enchantment, or, yeah, nothing good yet though, so we're just going to keep going, and I guess I'll bring you back once I've found a mending trade, because that is what we're going for. Nothing else other than mending at first, because we do need mending on our armor. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of breaking and replacing. It might take even an hour, I don't know, but eventually we're gonna get it, right? After roughly 20 minutes, we have gathered a mending trade from our villager. It's okay. It's 26 emeralds for one book. I actually did get another one that was 36 emeralds, but you know, we're not taking that kind of thing. So yeah, 25 emeralds per mending book, pretty decent. And yeah, I'm hoping that maybe he'll have another book trade. So what I'm actually gonna do is just shift click this, and let's see what else. Frostwalker 2 books. Okay, yeah, wow. That's kind of not as good, but that's okay, because we do have a mending trade. That's all that really matters. And we can finally get some mending on our gear, which is really nice. I think I'm gonna work on grinding out some of the things over here. So basically I have a plan for like a really big build that I'm gonna do around this area, so I can actually kill 2 birds with 1 stone by chopping the wood for the Fletcher for emeralds, while at the same time clearing out space for my new build. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and I think it's time that we get our first mending book. And a poison suspicious stew is just wonderful. How long is that? 15 seconds of poison, are you serious? I thought it was gonna be like night vision or something. No. Please don't kill me at least. I mean, ow. This is horrible. So I did a couple trades, and I now have 28 emeralds, as well as a whole inventory of string. And you'll see why I have the string in a second. Because you can get string. You can trade the string for emeralds, and we have a string farm pretty much. So that's just another awesome way of getting some free emeralds. Power 1 bow. That's actually maybe something we'll get in the future. Yeah, that's actually really good. And also Mending Villager, right? So let's actually pick up 2 mending books right there. Oh, those are beautiful, and I wish I could buy this now because we could get this guy up to a master level of trading. But that's okay. We have 2 mending books, and it's time to put them on some different pieces of gear. Okay, so I've got a couple different items that I need to be combined for the gear set, and so right here I need to combine these ones and these ones as well as these pieces. So what I'm gonna do is actually craft an anvil, the first one of the season, or not the season, of the world. Yeah, I've been playing too much Quantum SMP, and yeah, where's the anvil? It's right here in the crafting table because I couldn't find it in the crafting recipe. And we can finally put another thing in to our enchanting setup. And I actually do have a couple levels, so I think it might be time to do a little bit of enchanting real quick. But I guess I'll enchant some books because, you know, books are always useful to have. So yeah, protection 3, I'll take it, I guess. Efficiency 4 is another one that we'll get. That's gonna be cool. Let's just go ahead and put this right here. I have a couple other books right here. So let's go ahead and combine these pieces of gear now that we don't have any levels left. So I want to combine these 2 pieces to get this really good helmet. Note that if I were to do it like this, I would get fire protection, but I want the regular protection, so I'm just gonna do it like that. And then I also want a pair of boots that has feather falling on it. Oh, I need to enchant the boots. No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I guess that's okay, yeah. And then the sword needs to be combined, so let's go ahead and do that. We do want to do it maybe like that. Okay. Now we just need Unbreaking 3 and Mending on this, so that's good. That's awesome. And now it's time to figure out what pieces of gear we want the Mending to actually go on. I'm thinking the axe and our Fortune 3 pickaxe because we're going to be doing a lot of mining of wood soon, so that's going to be useful to have. Mending pickaxe, Mending axe, let's go. And the Fortune 3 pickaxe because we do a lot of mining. So there we go. Now we can finally retire the stone tools and put in our mending ones. That's pretty nice. And yeah, I think it's time to get some more mending books. I was looking at some of the enchantments I needed for the whole armor set and tool set, and I realized I needed a lot of Unbreaking 3 books, so I have adjusted the house slightly that there are now 3 beds here and 3 workstations, so we can get an Unbreaking 3 villager, and that's gonna be pretty useful. So yeah, time to breed the villagers using bread. We're just gonna give this guy a bunch of bread. If he doesn't run away from it, there we go. I'm gonna sleep in one of these beds actually because I don't want to go back to my house. And then once we wake up, these guys should do the breeding thing, which would be pretty cool if they, would stop just sitting here trying to get out of the house. And hopefully when we come back here, or at some point, there will be a baby made. Tragedy has struck, and for some reason, these villagers have been converted into zombie villagers, which is absolutely horrible because now I need to go get new villagers, which is going to be such a pain, and I'm almost crying right now. Oh my gosh. I don't even have any potions. I can't cure you guys, and my only question is, can you guys hold items? Because if you can, maybe we can have you guys never despawn, perhaps. And no, I'm just gonna literally, I'm getting killed. Oh gosh, this is a horrible thing. Okay, if just one of these Mending Villager, please, can you hold items? Okay, that's pretty horrible. We can't convert these guys back. So I guess we just have to, you know, do the smack thing. Oh, I don't even know how it happened. It's just, oh my goodness. Well, everything's pretty much gone wrong from here. Ugh, that's not very good. Everything's gone wrong. So I guess it's time to get back to the grind, get those villagers back. Maybe I'll try getting a different village this time. That's not so far away. Sad. So after that happened, I had to go back to the village, and there was only one villager there. So basically, I had to go out and find another village, and there was actually one pretty close by, so it wasn't that bad. But you know, still annoying that we lost those villagers. But then I actually had some pretty good luck after like 45 minutes of recycling these guys' trades. If we come in here, you'll notice we got another Fletcher back. Punch one this time instead of power one. And these two villagers, one has mending for 10 emeralds. Right now it's only 6, and we're actually gonna buy that. And then we also have mending again for 10 emeralds, which I mean, why? I'm so confused. But yeah, after that, Unbreaking 3. This one took like 2 whole Minecraft days. That was extremely annoying, but honestly, it's okay because hey, we got what we wanted, right? And incredible prizes too, so it's pretty good. I did complete the path right here, so it just continues on. Got those little bits of cobblestone. And if we're gonna come down here, I actually wanna maybe grab a couple of these berry bushes and sprinkle them around here and maybe right there. Just gotta keep that terraforming going. And then coming back in here, I have done a little bit of work on, you know, getting those things. And if we look inside this chest, 7 mending books, 7 pieces of gear that we have left. Oh yeah, and I also did put mending on the shovel and Unbreaking 3, so that's a really good shovel now. The axe you already saw, the pickaxe you already saw, and then the sword. Man, this sword is amazing. I got really lucky. And yeah, pretty much the ultimate sword. So that's pretty good. And yeah, now it's time to actually combine all of our gear. I did get 2 Feather Falling 3 books to make Feather Falling 4. So basically this is useless now, but that's okay. And yeah, let's do the armor first. 4 pieces of mending. Actually, we can put one away. And yeah, let's actually we need that mending still. What am I doing? Let's go ahead, grab that. First, mending on our helmet. Only 3 levels. That's an amazing helmet right there. Boom. Second, why do I keep going to the enchantment table? We got mending on the chest plate. That is absolutely amazing. Then we have mending on the leggings. That's also amazing. And finally, we're going to put the 2 Feather Falling books that we have together. Put that on our boots. And then put mending on those. And there we go. The most overpowered armor set you can get in Minecraft, other than the new Soul Speed enchantment, which we'll get soon. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. We can finally retire this, but we still do need a gold helmet. I'll probably just make a new one. And yeah, these guys need to be enchanted, so let me grab a couple levels, which are coming from our Fletcher with the string that we get for basically free. And once we have that, we can basically just put mending on our pickaxe and our trident. So that's pretty amazing. We now have pretty much a completed set of tools and gear if it was 1.15 and below, but of course we're not 16, right? So we need a hoe, which we'll enchant in the next episode, but you know, not that many levels right now. So yeah, let's wrap up this episode, because I think I've just dragged this out a little bit because, you know, it was a little bit of a strange episode, just gathering villagers almost the entire time and doing stuff for villagers, even though, you know, villagers are pretty much the most annoying things ever. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. So yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna wrap up this episode on this crafting table right here. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been GlitchNOut. Goodbye, everyone.